Hello, everybody. Today we have a hot debate. The debate is the word anxiety being overused? Is it something, is it appropriately used? Is it used way too much? Is it not being used at all, like enough? Like, where's the line? And, like, both Ilakkiya and Deepak, they have their chances. We'll see who wins, and you should let us know in the comments.
Okay, I'll go first. I don't have a very academic answer on this, so if I say something wrong, Ilakkiya can correct me. But I don't think it's overused because I feel like anxiety is a very subjective thing, and how you feel in general is very subjective and cannot be put to metrics as easily as, I mean, you can have like 1 to 10 scales, but what one person perceives as a 4 on that scale might not register as a 4 to someone else. So it's very hard to tell in that way. So if someone says they're anxious, I think you should take it seriously. I don't think you should minimize someone else's feelings by saying, oh, that's not anxiety, because that's not for you to say. Having said that, it is being underused in some contexts because there's a lot of ignorance about anxiety. People don't have enough awareness that it's a real problem. They think, I mean, some people don't want to admit to anxiety. They think it's weak. So there's all these cultural tropes as well. So in some senses, it is being underused. And then there is a case for saying it might be overused, but like that's only for the individual to determine whether they're overstating their anxiety. I don't know if someone else can come in and say, no, you're not anxious. You're just misleading people.
So I want to pick up on a point that you mentioned earlier, Deepak, that what one person registers as a 4, other person might not register as a 4. And I think that's the issue with using the word anxiety, because anxiety describes a daily experience, yes, but oftentimes it's used as though it is referring to anxiety disorders, which are significantly more impairing and have a more significant impact on a person's livelihood, the way they're able to interact with things. Someone with an anxiety disorder might actually find it very debilitating to go outside and talk to people and be in a social situation. They're worried about something embarrassing or humiliating happening, or that they're going to be judged, and it's a significant disorder. And that is described with the same word as anxiety as someone who is stressed about something
Exams.
else that is like exams. Yeah, for example, like if you don't have we have the phrase test anxiety. I do not know whether test anxiety is its own subcategory of anxiety disorders or not, but if it's not, then it's just a casual phrase that we know enough of to just say right now. But it's regarded with the same intensity as someone with an anxiety disorder, which is not okay, because it trivializes what the experience of anxiety is for those with the disorder, and therefore there's less recognition of interventions and things that we can do to help those people with anxiety.
That makes sense. Okay. I hear what you're saying. I don't want to dispute it, but then we would have to have a more nuanced way of talking about anxiety and anxiety disorders.
I would say the recommendation would be, you can, like, because feeling anxious is a feeling. It is a feeling that you can say as easily as I'm tired, I'm sad. But just like for depression, you might recommend like saying I'm feeling sad, or being more specific rather than saying I'm depressed when you don't have depression. For feeling anxious, you can say I'm feeling anxious about this test. I'm worried about the exam. I'm scared of falling down. But don't say this is triggering my anxiety, or my anxiety is through the roof, or I'm like, don't say phrases like that make it sound like you have an anxiety disorder when you may not have an anxiety disorder. For those who are using it because they do have an anxiety disorder, you're describing what you're feeling. That's totally okay. But if you don't have an anxiety disorder, don't trivialize the experience of those who really have it.
And if you suspect that you might have it, what would you recommend?
I would recommend, looking up what the symptoms of anxiety are. There are physiological symptoms of stress that you can go through with sweating, heart rate, and if you feel like your response is disproportionate to the situation you're in, try and see if you can go talk to a therapist or a mental health professional, a psychologist, to see if you do have an anxiety, and they can also help you treat your anxiety as well.
You guys have said a lot of good things, and it was a very mellow debate, I would say, because while you guys both had different points, and in a way you can say that the disagreements as well, it was very civil, and it was very it was not really on the face sort of thing. But both of you had very good points, and hopefully the viewers liked it too. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, you're still here? Well, thanks for getting to the end of the video. Hey, while you're still here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get new updates when we post videos. Also, make sure to check out these equally exciting videos as well. Have you pressed it yet? Come on, you have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, press it now!